Hello, guys. Hello. Nice to see everybody. My name is Vita. I'm from Sumy, Ukraine. Happy to see all of you today, as always. So, guys, today we're gonna discuss with you again update. What topics? Today we're gonna talk a little bit about prices, condition of economic of Ukraine. So think about the questions which you would like to ask me later, right? And right now, for newbies who doesn't know me still, I'm gonna show some short video until you guys, all the rest, preparing your questions for this today topic. Okay, and if everything is okay, I'm with you for about 2 hours, maybe a little bit shorter, but I'm here.
Ukrainian women, it's like 5 in 1. It's perfect mothers, perfect wives, perfect cookers, perfect lovers, perfect housekeepers, and perfect friends. Every man is a hunter, and every woman is a target. So every hunter wants to get his target. And every target at the end of the day would like to be chased and caught. Believe me, you will be happy with her. This lady, when she gets you, trust me, she will keep you with both hands and never let you go. Believe me, guys, the lady who is really interested in you and who really likes you never will ask you for money, for gifts, or for presents from the early beginning of your relations. Why women look for foreign husband? Because women tired of laziness and non-responsibility of our men.
If we're talking about spontaneous sex on the first date, it also can be great for sure if both of you feel the magic and chemistry, but only from physiological side. Regarding psychology, guys, in majority of cases, chemistry is one of the smallest reasons why she may want you just on the first date. So remember, date is always for Ukrainian women is kind of exhibition. She will look at you, she will listen at you, smell you even, and evaluate you to make a general conclusion about your future destiny. So hello again, guys, and as always, you remember, you feel free to ask me any type of the questions regarding political situation, current events, war situation, mentality, culture, traditions, history, character, and special features of mysterious Ukrainian ladies. So any issues concerning dating Ukrainian ladies, online or face-to-face, please feel free to ask me. You're welcome. Okay? And you remember that if you want YouTube to let you know when our girls live streamers go live, you should be subscribed to our channel and push the button that in this way you always will get notifications, so you know when we are online live, especially for you. Okay, also you remember who would like to video chat with me face-to-face live, so you should do 2 steps. Streamyard link, I will show you this right now. 1 second. This link, also you can find it in the description below this video, as always. And guys, you need to be verified. I guess you know already, but for newbies who just joined probably and don't know how it works, so you should know that for security reasons, you must verify your identity before you will be allowed to video chat with any lady who is streaming for you live every day. So you need to do one-time donation at Magic Guarantee, spelled with a y.com/donation/. Also, the link you can find in the description. So all information which you need, also all in description. After you make a donation, you get verified for always. You can then have an unlimited video calls with our live streamers face-to-face if you want. which these calls, of course, completely free. Don't forget that while entering Streamyard, you must completely show your face, that the girl feel calm and secure, right? And she will know by this that you are verified, guys. So let's talk today, because I know you guys have a lot of questions regarding prices. Sometimes even, first of all, it's interesting for you probably because you want to compare. You want to compare prices because you probably hear a lot of news from different sides about prices, situation here. So I will give you some points of view, some prices, and if you want specifically to know how much costs, let's say, to make foreign passport or to pay for electricity monthly, because I know some of you already have online dating with some ladies, and probably one of the tricks of ladies to get some money from you, they tell you that they need to buy something or they need to pay something. And sometimes if the girl is not right, so if she tried to scam you or to get some money from you, so of course prices can be exaggerated, can be not real prices. Of course, prices right now absolutely high, but still you need to have an idea. So if you have some questions about some specific product and you want to know how much does that cost, like fuel, house expenses, credit cards, whatever, so feel free. I will give you some of my ideas, and then of course you can ask me if you're interested in some specific prices, right? So guys, you know that Ukrainian economy, of course, has absolutely and total negative impact right now due to this Russian-Ukrainian war. But what should we do? The inflation right now more than 30% in comparison with the situation which we had before war. The price is absolutely up, in most cases absolutely unreasonably, but probably unreasonably seems to us, to ordinary people. And what is the worst in this situation? We have indexated salaries and pensions. What that actually does mean? So let's say you're a shop assistant and you get your salary $200, let's say, or 8,000 hryvnias. Right now we have dollar, it's 40 hryvnias, $1. So you can count. And what is very strange for some foreigners, girls probably very often gives you a price in dollars. Why? Because a lot of things here depends really on the dollar's rate. So that's why, for your better understanding, because you don't know how much hryvnia, and in every city, the rate of hryvnia and euro absolutely can be different. Not like too big difference, but still can be real difference. And don't forget that we have here in Ukraine, not like in Europe or USA, we have two rates. Like the clean one, which is provided by banks, national banks or private banks, and we have black rate, so like black market. Of course, it's much more profitable to exchange money on black market. So we have special people standing at the specific places at the market, like normal marketplace, or they have some offices, like exchange offices. Sometimes they have their websites, sometimes not. Sometimes you just need to come and ask, like every day, for how much today you are taking dollar, or for how much you are selling euro today. And believe me, the difference between these special people and banks, absolutely, like very big difference. So people who really want to get more or know the real price of dollar, right? So they try to go to these specific people or exchange rates. So exchange office, sorry. So you can take cash in bank and then you go to absolutely another place to exchange it for better rate. And of course, then you can win by this. So when girl sometimes tells you prices in dollars, that's nothing wrong in that, because even if you want to buy something, let's say some lamp, or let's say some lantern right now, even in announcement on a special application where we can buy a lot of things online and much cheaper than in supermarket or in real shop, right, in the storage. So you can see such words like the price for today, as an example, like 2000 hryvnia, because dollar today is like this. The price in 2-3 days can be changed, because that depends on the growth or decreasing of euro or dollar. So you need every time to call and to ask what's the price for today. That's how that works in Ukraine. But the situation is really strange, and probably is not absolutely understandable for foreigners, because we don't use like euros or dollars in supermarkets, right? You cannot buy products with dollars. But if you have your dollar or euro on your bank card, you can go to any bank, you can get cash, or you can go even to any marketplace, any storage, any shop, any supermarket, and you can buy just with your card. Some convertation, bank rank, of course you are losing something, but even then, if you cannot get the cash, you can do that. Probably for some of you who is online dating with our girls right now and have some questions about this information will be useful, will be good. And as for different payment system, you don't need even to go to bank right now. If you have your card, your application, you can do it very fast. Right now, immediately, you can get money on your bank account. Then you just go take cash or just pay with this by the bank rate in any place you want. So you can buy everything actually, paying online or whatever. That's, I think, very important for you to know. Euro right now is a little bit higher, around 41 2 hryvnias, dollar a little bit less, 40. But also, as I said, depends on the city. In Kyiv, exchange rate can be one. National rate of, let's say, Privatbank. If you know this private bank, it's all over Ukraine, national bank. Of course, in all offices, in all application of private bank, you can see only the same rate. But as for black market, as I said, every city has these special offices, these special people. But don't risk, guys. If some of you will visit Ukraine, plan visit Ukraine in the future, don't ever think that you alone by yourself can go and ask in English or even in Russian or even in Ukrainian if you know specific words. Be sure that you easily can be scammed. But I know some people who is standing in our central marketplace, not for many years, but probably like since I remember myself, like really young girl, like maybe 20 years, maybe 15 years. Everybody in the city already know them. They are standing absolutely at the specific spot, just outside. So just like on the road. So everybody knows them, but they know already because they stand there for 15, 20 years. So you can come and absolutely safely exchange money, even outside, no problem. So that's how it works here with dollars, with euros. So it's very easy to get. But for you, if you're a foreigner, you should be careful. Either you need to have some local person with you, and you need to be careful because you really can be scammed. If people will understand you're foreigners, sometimes the temptation can be bigger. So be careful with that. If you don't care about the difference between rates, it's always better to go to bank. It's official, legal, safe, and no danger in that for you. So let's go further. About inflation. So I started to tell about indexated salaries. So let's say you get $200 monthly. You got the same salary last year. You got the same salary this year. But if we see uh, buckwheat. So last year, 1 kilogram of package of buckwheat costed maybe 40 grivna, maybe 40 grivna, maybe 38. So around $1. Right now, it costed more than $2. So $2.50 sometimes. So the minimum price I ever saw is $2 per 1 kilogram. So it's double higher price. The same situation with all the rest products. I told you once, my younger daughter likes specific cottage cheese of the specific brand, and I always buy it for her. It's 400-gram packs, so pack, and the price in 2 weeks was raised like 3 times. So I didn't understand why today I come it's like 45 grivna. In 2-3 days I came it's 50 grivna. In 2-3 days I came it's 60 grivna. So like half of the dollar the price raised. And of course that influence your budget. So if before, let's say last year, for such a big family like mine, it's not like too big, but 2 kids, okay, mother and father, four people, 4 people. So if I paid, let's say $20, that considered to be like big purchase, big. So I had in my 2 hands 2 really big packages, really big, and absolutely big set of products, of food products, probably something for washing dishes, some toothpaste, some toilet paper, something for kids, like books, like something for drawing. So really, like vegetables, meat, fish. So $20 was enough. Right now, if I go to the same supermarket and I pay the same price, let's say $20, so it's like 800 grivnas right now, I can get just one middle-sized package, and if you look attentively, nothing to eat, absolutely nothing to eat. So you just see that some stuff for kids, like milk, yogurt, some piece of cheese, some sausages maybe, some oranges, some bananas. So nothing substantial, not like eggs, like spaghetti, some porridges, right? Like really for the whole family. So some candies, but not so much. Absolutely middle-sized packages cost like $20. And I can tell you, the supermarket I like to attend considered to be one of the cheapest. The quality I like, but the prices are the cheapest among all the rest supermarkets. Let's say in Sumy, it's always like national network. They have departments, they have these big storages all over Ukraine, in every city. So good quality and good choice, big one, and absolutely good prices. So, but I will tell you a very funny story today how I was tricked. My stupidity, I was scammed not intentionally, and that was really funny. So we'll tell you later. So right now, to buy 2 packages like before, I need to pay at least like $30-40. And this is an amount. If you consider how much people earn in Ukraine, we are not talking about businessmen. We are not talking about people who probably has some good business, maybe even before, and have some reserves in their pockets or on their bank accounts. We are talking about ordinary people like doctors, teachers, shopping assistants, engineers, managers, something like this. So of course, like $200 a month in a good case. Sometimes it's even less. Sometimes it can be like 150 around. As for pensions, it can be less than $100. So you can count how much people can go to supermarket to buy some products. And don't forget that almost all people need some medication, to pay for school, to pay for internet, to pay for mobile connection. If you have car, to get some fuel. We are not talking about even car service. So that's really difficult right now for ordinary people. So ordinary people with these salaries, which are not changing together with prices, really make ordinary people just surviving, really hard. And of course, as I explained you yesterday and before, because people needs to buy a lot of stuff to survive, like lanterns, lamps, something like that. So they choose to buy food or medication, but food and medication, that's like basic needs, and we need to buy that first of all, and only then lanterns, lamps. But at the same time, you cannot survive without lanterns too. So, and then plus problems with paying expenses for house or apartment, like heating, gas, water, and people prefer not to pay or think they're gonna pay next month if the situation will be better. But it's like a snowball, because this month it's expensive, but next month I always think it will be double expensive, and there is no guarantee you will have a specific amount and you will be sure to pay. So people take some credits, pay from credit cards, and all the rest. At the beginning of war, first or second day, all people start to use credit cards because the war was so unexpected. Some smart people, they made some reserves because they were expecting something, probably. Then decide, if not, then we can eat or use it later. But for most people, that was unbelievable thing. And of course, people was caught in, like what to do. Not everybody has a lot of money in their pocket, and everybody understood that if in 2 hours or 3 hours Russian soldiers will be in Sumy, nobody can go shopping. Nobody can go to store to buy food or whatever. So we need to have it like at least for 1 week, for 2 weeks, as much as you can. So what people start to do, they start to pay with the credit cards for huge amount, not thinking about debts and loans, and then think, okay, I will pay it later. Right now we need to survive. So what did bank? Bank, seeing the situation, understood that a lot of people won't be able to pay back, of course, and a very high percentage will leave country, and then you cannot get those people. Yeah, you can block their cards, you can block their bank accounts, you can put them in the list of in the blacklist, right, for credit story. Thanks God I have it ideal. never got any penalty. But they just blocked credit cards. And if people who wasn't able to do something on the first day because probably was at work from night shift, or was too scared or confused, or the line was too big and the product was not enough, because thousands people were full. We had like 4-5 kilometers lines to buy some fuel. So who managed, they got it and they escaped from the city. Who didn't manage, I can tell you, I was stupid. Really, that was my big mistake. I was told to buy at least some tank of fuel, but I was thinking, like, for what? We can buy when we need. So, and when the day came, that was like idiotic mistake. And I can tell you, next time I managed to get some fuel. That was, if I'm not mistaken, end of April, for absolutely incredible price, like $2 per liter. And you could buy it also legally, but legally you need to get into line at 5 a.m. and probably you can stand 10 hours and you will not get that fuel. So people were writing the list of people, and also the time frames when people cannot be outside, even now, right? From 11 p.m. till 5 a.m. we cannot be outside. If you only when you have air raid siren and you need to go to the shelter. If not, so actually police or military has the right, like, to shoot you, to catch you, to bring you to police department, to see who are you, to check your documents. So you actually, before knowing who are you, before getting all the facts about your personality, you can be considered as a Russian spy or whatever. So it can be a really big issue. So normal people don't go in these time frames outside. So about that fuel, and only at the end of April or even beginning of May. Of course, that caused a lot of problem because we couldn't move, even if you need to go to hospital, no public transportation, we live far from the center, people was working, but distances, bombing all the time. That was really dangerous. But situation was like this. Right now, it's better. We have fuel around $1.25, I guess, per liter, 95 fuel. 92, probably a little bit cheaper, but a little bit, maybe a couple of hryvnias, but considered to be much worse quality. I don't know. So, yeah, $1.25 per 1 liter. And they say the price will be raising again. Then the situation with the fuel at the beginning of summer start to be better. And then people start to relax, not such a big lines, some schedule, all these gas stations start to be opened. So people could buy how much they need. And in the autumn, situation again start to be catastrophic. So it's like waving. Depends on many things. The funny situation is with eggs. When we were bombed, like very active phase of war, like March, April, May, eggs were less than $1 per 10 eggs, like 38, 36 hryvnia, even in the worst moment, even in the worst moments when we were occupied and the city was blocked. If you managed to buy eggs, the price was less than $1 per 10 eggs. Right now, a couple of weeks ago, it was around $2. $2 per 10 eggs. The price is incredible. So I don't know who likes eggs, who consider that as a basic. I know some people like make omelets or fried eggs in the morning for breakfast, right? So actually you can eat eggs every day. That's like one of the main products. So for big family, for 1 week, 10 eggs is not enough. So you can count 15 or 20 eggs if 4 people, like 1 egg even a day. So let's say 20 eggs per week. So how much that would cost? Like around $4. $4. No, something is wrong here. Give me guys mathematics. 10 eggs, $2. So yeah, 20 eggs, $4. And if we multiply 4, so that we have then $16 something per month, right? So quite a big amount for ordinary people if you just considering that's just eggs. How much that in hryvnias? 640, 650 hryvnias just for eggs. If you count here milk, 1 liter is $1. Bread was also around $1 something. Sour cream, it's more than $1. So 400 grams package or half a liter, let's say 45 hryvnias. So like $1.20 something. If we talk about butter, around $2 per 250 grams. If we talk about sausages, simple sausages, not the best quality, so it's also like 300 gram, 400 gram of normal quality sausages, like for kids, you can buy for around $2.50, $3. But kids like sausages, like spaghetti and sausages. So you can bring the pack and in 2 days, no sausages. I just bought it. Sorry. So when the child is hungry, running around and getting something easy from fridge, so sausages are flying away. As for milk also, if you're just buying milk for adults, that's fine. Probably you need to use. You use just for coffee sometimes, not drinking so much. Some people cannot digest milk. So, but kids like milk. So if you count also 1 liter of milk, $1, my younger daughter easily can drink 1 liter per day, easily. And it's of course very unpleasant to say, to stop her sometimes and to say, listen, 1 liter costs like really much right now. Can we reduce a little bit? Because it's not water. If you want just to drink, you can drink water. So, okay, 1 cup, 2 cups a day. So at least 1 liter for 2 days. Because again, if you count, let's say even 3-4 liters, so $3-4 per week just for milk, in common sense, in 1 month, absolutely like $10 or something, like quite big amounts. So eggs plus milk plus sour cream plus something like normal basic things. You cannot feed your kids just with spaghetti. Okay, you can, and there were times, and there are times sometimes when you just need to use really something not to starve, right? Just to make alive. But I mean, if you want to feed your family in okay way, not best, not luxurious, not super expensive, not too much vitamins or something, not like red fish or not like avocado. About avocado, we're gonna get back to this topic today, how I was funny. So the price just for food, just for meat. We didn't mention meat. Pork, guys, and beef around almost the same. Price per kilogram. If you go to farmer marketplace, it's around four and up dollars per kilogram. 4 and up. So almost the same. But even if you see some sub-products like liver, like kidneys, like heart, even of the pig, that cost more than $2 per kilogram. So as some people consider can be only, for maybe retired people because they cannot get like real meat. It's very miserable sometimes situation when you see some really old woman coming at the marketplace to check the price for meat or for sala. Do you know, guys, salo? You need to learn this word, sala. Sala, it's a white stuff from pork, kind of fat, lard, if I'm not mistaken, right? Bacon is with, as you said, probably with some piece of meat, but normally like white. So this sala right now in Ukraine, incredibly expensive. Per 1 kilogram at marketplace, they ask for around $7 per kilogram. $7, just imagine, starting from 5, but for 5 not selling very good quality, 6, 7, 8. So, but why sala is much more expensive than just normal meat? Because high demand. Ukrainians like sala. Ukrainian need sala every day at home. When you don't have nothing to eat, like I mean in global meaning, you don't have time to cook or you don't have possibility, you just can cut the sala, fry some egg, right? Make some tea, piece of bread, and you are okay, and you are fine. So I don't know why this situation with sala irritates me greatly. And every time you come and the price is higher. But if you come in the early morning or in the late, before this market will be closed, so you can get a little bit cheaper price. But the choice is also not so good. So to count all basic things, not talking about avocado even, or oranges, the amount just for food for family in Ukraine it can be quite big. And then you add all the rest expenses. So people need to earn here to provide like normal being, far from even $500 per month. Far from. So the situation with prices like this. About apartments, you guys asked me last time, so I learned today that in some regions we have now really cheap prices for any type of property, for apartments, for private houses, for whatever. So guess where in Ukraine the cheapest price is considered to be right now? Guess. Sumy. Ta-da! We are winners. Yes, as I said last time, the rent of the apartment like double cheaper than ever before. Double cheaper. So for $50, you can rent really good one room or even two bedroom apartment with a good repair, not like you foreign guys like, okay, but for our people, absolutely fine, like really good, clean, modern, with equipment, with washing machine, with internet, with everything. Of course, we have like really high prices for rent an apartment because can be some luxurious style of renovation, very expensive furniture, expensive materials which were used in decoration this apartment, like good new fashionable style, remodeling, prestigious area with the view on the bank of the river or green park, something like this. Of course, can be like $200 and even $300 per month. Can be, and we have such apartments. But if we talk about ordinary apartments, which we use to rent here, before probably was much more than $100 per month plus expenses. So like electricity, gas, water, internet. So the tenant should pay, right? So right now it's much cheaper. Much cheaper. Kiev also prices reduces, but still high. Kharkiv reduces greatly. Zaporozhye reduces greatly. Of course, you can understand all the eastern part of Ukraine is now very cheap in this way. And of course, the safer is place, the higher the prices. The more dangerous place, the lower prices. That's understandable. The highest prices balanced between seller and the customer who wants to buy property will be in Western Ukraine. So not so much demand. The seller can demand his price and the customer can get for the price which dictates seller. So almost balanced. And a very interesting fact, in Western Ukraine, even since the beginning of war, the building of new multiple-storied building or cottages or townhouses never stopped while war, never stopped. Because, Western Ukraine wasn't bombed so much. There were not some fights, some gunfights like this. Lviv was, Rivne was, Khmelnytsky was, Vinnytsia was, Ternopil, Ivano-Frankivsk. These cities were bombed few times, but not like constantly, not like on regular base. So we can actually count, right? And that doesn't mean like shelling. They have like daily shelling, right? And here are the hits. So when all Ukraine have massive rocket hits, these cities, because they have a lot of infrastructure, Lviv is very close to Polish border, right? And we have there some military spots, the concentration of our military forces. So of course, these bad people want to get their targets there. So that's why. But all the rest, like Uzhgorod, Chernivtsi, Mukachevo, the price is really high. The price is really high. I have a colleague living in Uzhgorod, so she wants now to sell her apartment and to move to Hungary because she has some business there, and they are just on the border with the Hungary. So she told me that she has a very nice. I never visited her, so I don't know. But if she said like this, I can believe her. She is not like blah 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 person, So she has an apartment in the center of Uzhgorod with a very good remodeling and decoration and like expensive. So she said she can sell it right now for $120,000 easily, and then she can move to Hungary. That's actually what she actually plans to do. And she wants to move with the family to Hungary, and she said, for this money, which I can get from my apartment, 120,000, I can buy a good big house in Hungary, closer to Austria, let's say, for two families, one for us and one for mother-in-law, so 2 exits. So you see, the situation is different. In Kharkiv, the situation with property now is lower, like 30-40% less, of course. So people needs either to wait, because there is also no guarantee. If you pay right now, doesn't matter how much you pay. Anyway, that will be expensive to buy property for any person. And if something will happen, so just, either you need to choose the safer place or you need to wait. That's how I see the situation. That was about property. Odessa also prices down a little bit, and the customer, like in Kiev, statistics say in Odessa and in Kiev, the seller can dictate, not seller, sorry, the customer, the person who wants to buy property, can dictate the prices a little bit. So can be negotiated. So demand will make the price. So let's say seller want to sell it for 50,000, but the customer will say, I can pay 30 and I don't want to pay more, because so the seller probably will need to think and will get down. So think about that. But anyway, I don't think that's a good idea right now to buy any property here, because you never know what's gonna happen next day. We are not talking even about months. So, by the way, from the beginning of war till middle of May, none of deals for selling or for buying properties couldn't be done, because all database registering all these deals, it was closed specifically that if we will be occupied and all these documents and database will get into hands of Russians, so that will be a disaster. So all this was closed, absolutely. Lawyers, they didn't work. And even if somebody had an idea to buy something or to sell, that was technically impossible. So what else about prices, guys? So I gave you prices for products. I will get back to answering your questions, and then you're gonna tell me if you're interested specifically. So I mentioned some products. So actually, yeah, let's say in Sumy, one room, one bedroom apartment right now can be bought like for 15,000. But of course, it depends on area where it's located, and condition of apartment, which floor. Our people don't like first floors and the last floors, because usually the condition of roofs can be bad. So if it's raining, can be moldy, and the water can be coming and can be cold really. On the first floor also, all these floors dominating over you. Also, if some problems with communications like toilets, bathrooms also can cause a lot of issues for the first floor people. So normally people try not to get. So apartments on the first floor and on the 9th floor or 5th floor, how many, depends on how many floors this house has. So the price will be much cheaper. If you don't care, also can be a good chance. But in some prestigious new buildings, like in the center of the city, like really good ones, the first floor apartments can be much more expensive. Why? Because you can do actually office there, and you're buying not for yourself, not to live there, but like for business, for offices. So in this way, can be even more expensive. especially if it's like maybe remodeling, especially for offices, has a bathrooms and rooms for changing dress clothes. So all this will make the price raising a little bit. So guys, that's a little bit about prices, like common general idea that you can understand how much it's like 2 times, 3 times bigger, and the salaries, indexation of salaries or pensions not happening and not going to be happen. So even if they will do something, even minimum indexation, that anyway will not compensate the difference, the balance between previous prices and what we have now. So you earn the same, but you pay double more. So that's actually, in 2 words, the right now situations here in Ukraine. So yes, guys, let me make some announcements for you, and then I am all yours for more than 1 hour to answering all your questions. Okay, so just a couple of minutes, and I want to remind you about Zoom speed dating, which we're gonna have December 17. You remember already, because that will be low budget meetings, because you asked us and we heard you, and we are going to do that specially for you. Here is a short video for you. Some of you already saw it, but some not. And probably guys who just joined will be interested in that too. Okay, enjoy.
Hello guys, Anna here, Heart of Match Guarantee, and I have exciting news. You guys were asking, and we've created Zoom speed dating. Yoo-hoo! To register, you can find link in description below to this video. For whom we've designed this product? For guys in their 30-something and ladies from 25 to 35 years old. There is many reasons why we choose this age category. Imagine we take clients of any age and then ladies of any age, and then we have 25 years old woman come on a speed dating event and she meet man like 60 years old, and you can imagine how she feel. In order to increase effectiveness of our introduction, we choose specific age group and we're going to work with it. We know that guys in their 30s, they just start their career and they don't have a lot of financial resources, but there is some serious marriage-minded guys who are ready financially and mentally to create a family, and we want to create opportunity for those guys, because we have a lot of ladies in there from 25 to 35 for whom this #1 goal in their life, and they want to be in the life of man, to be the supportive wife who help him to achieve his goals in his career. How many ladies you will meet? We will invite 2 ladies for each man that can be potentially good match based on man profile. Who are those ladies? Those ladies from our database, matchguarantee.com. If I can give you an idea, this is like when men come into bar and he don't know whom he will meet. As well, ladies already know that they will meet men in their 30s. So this will be like natural environment where everybody can opens up in the way they are. To help you guys to know each other better, we will use matchmaking based tools. How many contacts you can get after party? You can get unlimited contacts as long as the lady have mutual interest to you. So after party, you send us ladies that you're interested to develop relationship, and we ask them if they have mutual interest in you, and if yes, then we exchange your contact information. How often we are going to do Zoom speed dating events? We are going to do it every single month, and our first party will be December 17, noon Eastern time. How much does it cost? Well, in our opinion, we've created effective and affordable opportunity for young guys. On the other hand, we want to make sure that guys who sign up with these services are financially stable and mentally ready to create family, because this is what our women clients want. They want to create a family. If you're in a life situation when you don't have stability or you cannot even provide for yourself, this is definitely not journey for you right now. So the investment is $1,997 and $197 per month. As long as you pay your monthly fee, you're entitled to come to every party forever. Go register by the link in description below, and first 7 guys will get $600 off. See you soon. Bye bye.
So guys, you know now how it works, and I want to show you ladies which we're going to invite to our Zoom speed dating, that probably you will see by yourself why you don't want to miss this chance. Okay?
We could drive along an ocean reflecting the sun, or make a bed of green atop a wide open scene. Under a canvas of blue, I would draw ever nearer to you, to feel the dew on your skin. That is how it would begin. For summer is for falling in love. We could stay out late until the sun sets past 8, and the cotton candy haze mirrors the warmth of your gaze. Raise your glass to mine, and as we drink, we would lock eyes, so we could disregard the thought of ever having to part. For summer is for falling in love.
So guys, if you want in, go click the link in the description below this video and save over $1,000. So go to Match Guarantee, spelled with a Y. You already know that, everybody, I guess, /speed dating register. The link you can find below in the description. Don't forget also to subscribe, to hit the bell, and to give us your likes, as always. Okay? So guys, now I'm ready to answer your questions. Feel free, please, to ask me any of them. I'm gonna see, I see a lot of you guys today joined us. Thanks. Today, no surprises with electricity, almost in time. So thanks for your patience. And Gregory, what? Hello, guys. Thanks for your greetings. Also wish you nice Saturday to everybody. So, what helping me? Bravo, thanks. Jakob, hello. Rodney, hi. Nice to see you too. Marin, привет. Nice to see you too. Thanks for joining. Tracy, good morning. What has a question? Avita, I remember the curfew times from early on the war years, because the spies, saboteurs would move around at night. Yes, absolutely. Even now. I told you guys, in the area, location where I live at the bank of the river. So the forest is really close. And very often we hear just like Kalashnikov or some weapon shooting, not heavy artillery, but just like trying to stop somebody. And then quite close. And then in the morning, we can see that some sabotages, some special spies groups were trying to cross the border, or probably managed to cross the border, but were stopped. Or was like a like a dialect, like fire dialect. Yes, so that's not pleasant. Yeah, that's why at night it can be even dangerous to walk now, because if some military or police see you in this time, because everybody knows it's prohibited to be outside. That's not like recommendation, that's prohibited, not legal. And then you can be considered as a spy or something, and can be a lot of issues with that. So people needs to be careful with that. Так. What? 10 eggs for $2? Yeah, that's a half the price here. Had to pay $4 for 10 eggs earlier. Was $2.89 last week. Yes, I understand, but don't forget that you are not living for $200 a month, right? Or maybe $150 or even $500. So your salary is quite bigger and not just 2 times. It's not like Ukrainian people get $200 and your salary is $400. So that's why $4 for 10 eggs is, of course, expensive for you. Of course, that's expensive. I understand that. That's why I have my chickens. Of course, I need to pay for their food, vitamins, sometimes medication and treatment, but it's always nice to have your own. Anyway, that's cheaper. Anyway, and you don't depend on market, you don't depend on whoever, whatever decide. Why the price for fuel was the same, the price for electricity was the same, the price for grains and for this special food for chickens was the same, because I'm buying that every week for my chickens and ducks, so I know the prices. So all these three main issues are the same points, they're same. But why it gets like double more expensive? This because somebody just want, I don't know, I don't understand. Yeah, a lot of farmers were shot by bombs or rockets. A lot of chickens really were killed, really, especially in the spring, because, like, let's say Sumy region, considered to be farmer area. We have a lot of fields, we plant a lot. I mean, not ordinary people, but I mean farming, like agricultural area. We plant a lot, we grow a lot, we different types of grains. We have cows, pigs, chickens, ducks. All this is very developed, is very well developed in our area. So in the spring, when they bombed, or even now, sometimes they do it intentionally. Like I told you a few days ago, they shoot. No, I didn't tell you probably. They shoot men's monastery here, which had some small farm, like for their own needs, and they killed cows, they killed and injured cows. Thanks God, people, monks, wasn't injured or something, but the building was ruined and the farm was ruined and a lot of cows were killed. So that's why all these factors, of course, can influence the price. Of course, in the spring, when we were occupied, people start to cut their own pigs. Like if I have pig, so people start to cut them because everybody understood either Russians will take this pig, or probably you won't be able to buy food for your animals, because everything was closed. We were blocked, no transportation, no incoming and outcoming. So people just decide to cut and to finish. And of course, those days, the price for meat was really good, because the farmer just had this meat coming between streets, or calling to one person and said, if you have neighbors who want, I will come specifically, guys, to your location. Just order me, tell me who wants, maybe 5 kilograms, 10 kilograms, 2 kilograms, doesn't matter, and I'm gonna sell. And the price was really good at that time, because everybody was in panic. So yeah, so of course, $4 for 10 eggs, that's too expensive. Netherlands. But I know a lot of Ukrainian people likes Netherlands very much. They say really a really nice country, and who get there, they like to stay there. A lot of very positive reviews. I mean, from our people I got. Okay, what cheese? Let's see about cheese. Cheese was okay, $3.79 or something last week. So it's the same like here. Sorry, guys. So how much that's for kilogram? The price for kilogram? That's not expensive cheese. We have the cheese here that's less than $5. Sorry. We have cheese here for $5. That's considered to be very low quality, like really not good one. Normal cheese, more or less good quality, which is okay to give for kids, starting from $6 per kilogram and up. 6, 7, 8, you can go. So you can buy just 200 grams, maybe 300 grams just for kids. What's wrong with me? Too much talking, guys. You need to shut me up sometimes. Gregory, I paid around $900 to fill my truck up in New York. Oh my God, $1,000 almost. Just, I don't know for how long you're gonna use that. For me, before, one tank, 50 liter was absolutely enough to drive the whole month, whenever I need, no limitation. So no public transportation. If I need to go to hospital, if I need to go to supermarket, to my friends, to my mom, to mother-in-law, to marketplace, so whatever. 50 liters for me was absolutely enough. Last year that costed 1,000 hryvnia, 1,250, 1,300 hryvnia. Right now that cost, like for 10 liters we pay 500 hryvnia. That's like 10 and 1050 something, 1050 something. So 600 hryvnias will be $15. So like $13. Okay, $13 per 10 liter, which I can drive like 3-4 days normally. Yeah, 5 maybe, depends on your needs, but really expensive, really. Ashutosh, Raut, you look amazing. Thanks. Trying to making my makeup in the darkness. That's funny. Yeah. What? My heaters won't go on unless temperature in my house is below 17 during the day and 17.5 during the night. I spend like 15 euro on gas just to keep my house above 17. 15 euro per month? Oh my God, that's not expensive. 15 euro per month for 17 degrees. That's not much. Here people pay much more. 17 degrees, I understand. That's temperature considered to be healthy. At least to sleep. At least at night to sleep. You'd better cover your with warm blankets, right? But to sleep in this a little bit cooler and not dry air, that's very good for health, for preserving your useness, right? But for me 17 is like, yeah, we live in this if we need, but for me it's not comfortable. But I understand. But 15 euro, that's not too much. That's people pay here much more for gas heater. Is your house is big? Так, Tracy. Salad with garlic and herbs is awesome. Yes, absolutely. Salad with borscht, salad with eggs, salad with bread, salad with what else we can do? That's always good to have it on the table. First of all, salad, I know Muslim guys, they don't eat salad and consider that to be like bad and dirty. I understand that, but our mentality, we always eat pork, we like pork, and we like salad. Pork, by the way, is considered to be in some way more healthier and more useful by the amount of vitamins and special acids, better even than beef, almost never allergy, and like really good. And don't forget that the pigs which we have on marketplace, not in supermarkets, guys, farmer marketplace, when you can buy domestic, homemade beef or pork or duck, people growing. So and they bring the eggs also, chickens, ducks. As for ducks, you can buy the whole duck around three or $4 per kilogram. So normal duck around 3 kilograms can be around $10. Quite big, and the family can eat it very fast, right? Yes. Chicken will the price is a little bit less, around $2.50 for good domestic big chicken. So it can be like 2.5, 3 kilograms. So also can be around $8, $7, $9 per one chicken, for whole chicken, which you can bake or whatever you decide to do with that. But Tracy, yes, Sala is Ashutosh wrote, Jana is better than you. She responds to all of our messages. I'm very happy that you like Jana more than me, and that's absolutely normal. Of course, she's younger, nicer, but I always answer all messages which I have here. If you don't like, you're welcome to leave this live stream, no problem. Absolutely, absolutely. So, yeah. But what, $50? That's really cheap. That's for what? For what we were talking? $50 for what? Remind me, because the topic is going. Can you tell me $50 for what? You mean for rent? Okay, I saw your last message. Yes. Now that's really cheap. That's really cheap. And still, before war, we have a special application where you can choose apartment to rent or to buy. The most of them, of course, we are realtors, like these special agencies, which get their commission, and but they can really help sometimes. People prefer to get rent or to buy from direct owner, avoiding these agencies, because agencies commission can be really big. For one apartment they can charge like $300, $500 if the deal was successful, right? If they helped you and they were with you. So if we think about last year, we were doing like, you put an apartment on this special application, and in 10 minutes you got a 20, 30, 40 calls. By the end of the day, you can easily rent your apartment, or to find was difficult because the demand was huge. You just got million calls, you just give it to people, and then after 4 weeks you got to have a lot of call steals, so if the apartment is still available or not. So that's why right now people even making the lower price. I see very nice apartments, like 2-room apartment, like furniture, with all the equipment, like with air conditioner, washing machine, some micro oven, so everything what you need. Good one, good, nice looking apartment, not luxurious, but absolutely comfortable and nice. So I see 2 weeks, 3 weeks, 1 month still, and nobody take it still, and the price is really cheap. So 1 year before, that apartment would cost double more and wouldn't stay there more than 1 day. Absolutely, So, but yeah, we have what we have. Dallas Cowboys, I am moving to Ukraine. You're welcome, but not now. Wait until it's safe. Thanks, what, that you explained the person. Rodney, Dallas. So, so it's like the USA. If you live in the ghetto, it's cheaper, and the good areas are more expensive. Everywhere, I guess. Everywhere. Even India, Mumbai, Hyderabad, some nice locations, right? Some business locations where rich people live can be really nice, clean, and expensive. But some other areas, like desperate areas, they can be, of course, cheap and not attractive for buying or for renting there. So everywhere, all over the world, like this. Yeah. Jason, hello, nice to see you. Hi. Hi, Vita. So this card has the option to use either currency. So it's, does your mom watch every one of your streams? How are chickens? 1 second. The card about option to use either currency. No, the cards which you can get here, you can get in dollar and you can get in euro. Two different cards. So you can get money on your card specifically, or the person can send it via any payment system like PayPal, MoneyGram, Western Union, whatever. So the person just using the application on the phone or on computer can get money on their own card. So and then you can use the card, but the rate is very low. The rate is low, not good, because the bank takes some commission, and of course exchange rate they make much lower. So of course you are losing. The best if the person can get money on their bank account on their card specifically, and then go to bank, change it, or take the cash and change it in the right place. Or if you don't care about the difference, the balance between rates, which can be like really big difference, and it can depend on the amount. If it's just $50 or $100, that can be fine. But if the amount is bigger, the difference can be really big. For that difference, you can pay some house expenses or buy some products. So people care. So people prefer to get money on their cards, then take the cash from bank, and then go to exchange offices. As for my mom, no, my mom, of course, cannot watch every of my streams because she doesn't have electricity. Our lines are different. So if no electricity, no internet, of course, no possibility to watch. But she can watch it later by records. But I prefer she won't, because she then comments all my mistakes. I don't like that. Okay, chickens are fine so far. As I said yesterday, the first party gone, unfortunately, but all the rest are fine right now. So I guess we find the right antibiotics for them, and they will live and bring us a lot of eggs. So guys, Tristan, good morning, fellow Borsch brothers. Yes. Yes, the prices are raising all over the world right now, and not only in Ukraine. Of course, that's difficult crisis for everybody. What, Rodney? Yeah, prices are insane. Worst government said that we should expect the prices to rise by another 20% in 2023, and that they most likely will go down again. Yeah, that's craziness. Rodney, 2 liters milk, $3. Yeah, as I said here, $1, 1 liter here. But still, guys, if you want to buy here, what's right to say? Domestic milk? No, not from farmer, not from farms, not from big farms, but you want to get just from the private farmer, which can bring just specifically to your gate milk. We have such guy in our location. He has car and he has his cows, so he can bring once or twice a week like this homemade milk, right? Just fresh cottage cheese, sour cream, and that's it, I guess. So for such milk, the price is a little bit cheaper. But it's difficult to get in touch, to schedule the meeting, because they come probably specifically on morning. you're not at home, or he doesn't have enough, or he has already enough orders and you are the city is busy, so you're out of the line and he can bring you next time. So sometimes it's difficult to coincide with them. So if you need right now fast, you just go to supermarket, buy, and that's it. But if you want specifically homemade milk from private farmers, also no problem, you can buy it and it costs a little bit cheaper. But also no guarantee about quality. At least in supermarket can be good quality, but from private farmers sometimes can be issues, because until you use his milk and his milk products, right, until you know for sure. Mhm. Rodney. Yes, guys, you see, I'm coming one by one comments and Rodney, electricity costs crippling people for me, 60 to 70 pounds each week. Electricity here right now, we don't use too much, just few hours a day. So I'm just wondering, I'm curious, what a bill I will get for November. What a bill I will get for November, as far as we almost never had electricity, like maybe 4 hours during 24 hours, sometimes 6 hours maximum, but not in a row, two at night, especially nice when you sleep and you cannot do anything. And of course, normal paying, how much I pay? It's around 5, 6, 7, up to eight, but that depends what you use for electricity. For example, I use lamps, but I almost never use iron, very rarely. So iron takes a lot of power, right? Boilers take a lot of power. I don't have boiler, I have a gas heater. I don't have this electrical teapot, to make tea, which really can take a lot of electricity power immediately. So I use normally just charging some stuff, some normal lamps, and we of course try not to use them. We try to use them wisely. So it's not like the light is burning for the whole day. If somebody forget to switch it off, I go and comment. So please, guys, don't forget to switch off light. It's all expensive right now. Yes, now that's cheap, of course, because we don't use that too much. But almost nothing. Washing machine, freezer. So around maybe $6, I guess. No, not 6. Oh, guys, I lied. Not 5, not 6, 7. Around starting from $7 per month. Yeah. Jason, are there any products that are not available anymore at all? Chocolate prices. All products absolutely available. Absolutely, guys. If you have money, you can buy everything what you want. Salmon, caviar, very expensive cheese, alcohol, chocolates, candies, everything. These sea products, sushi, everything what was before war and even now. You can buy everything if you can afford that. That's absolutely available. You don't need to order that in advance. Any sea product shop are open. You can buy lots of kinds of fish, of different sea, not shells, shrimps, everything. What you want. So the delivery is working perfectly right now, but probably because the fuel much more expensive and the delivery ways much more complicated and longer. So that's why not probably, of course, for sure, the prices are higher. But whatever you want, you can buy. Chocolate can be really cheap, but also depends on the brand. If we told about Milka, all guys, Milka. Do you know this big one, like really big one, long one? So that costs around, if I'm not mistaken, 100 hryvnia. So it's $2.50 per this long one, the biggest one. Standard Milka, $1 something. But still, you can buy very good Ukrainian chocolate, normal, standard, by sales, by some auctions, by some say like discounts, like really cheap. So let's say for $1 you can get normal standard good chocolate. But of course we have chocolate in our supermarkets which coming from abroad, not our local producers, right? Not Ukrainians, from Belgium, chocolate from Belgium, from Germany, from Switzerland. So from different countries. Of course, they would cost much more, of course. So, but Milka, you can find everywhere. Milka, you can find everywhere. It's cheaper or it's more expensive than our Ukrainian chocolate, but that's cool and perfect and nice. But so any types of chocolates, Raffaella, you can buy. So no problem with that. A lot of foreign products imported and delivered here. So the only problem is lack of money and less possibility to earn, to work, to earn, and the raising prices. So the same money, but the ability is less. So that's how it works now. Tracy, how about petrol? How expensive is it and how difficult it is to get? I told that in the beginning, Tracy, you probably missed the beginning of our live stream. So if we talk about fuel, benzene, we have 92 and 95. 95 cost 50 hryvnias, now 50. A couple of weeks ago it was 47. So if you count 40 hryvnia is $1, so it's like $1.25, something per liter of 95 fuel. Gas, gas is cheap, of course, and this another one, gasoline. Oh no, not what's the right name? Which trucks can use and buses can use? Not the fuel, not benzene, but another one. Diesel. Diesel is more expensive than fuel. Diesel is more expensive. Unfortunately, I don't remember the price, but I can look if you want, guys. Diesel. 1 second. Так. Diesel prices. So you can buy it even privately. So I will give you right now. Okay, guys. Oh my God. We have A92, A95, and A95 plus diesel and gas. Diesel and gas. I know that A95 plus is considered to be foreign fuel from foreign countries, but it's not. They say it's not very well adopted for our engines, or can be not something good, so not too much popular. So benzene A95 premium. The price is around 52.3 hryvnias. Benzene normal A95 around already 51.62 hryvnias. Benzene A92 51.30 hryvnias, so almost the same, no big difference. And diesel you see around 55 hryvnias. So diesel is the most expensive, and the gas is around 30 hryvnias per liter. Of course, that I told you prices, guys, per liter. Absolutely easy to get. The only issue, the gas station should have electricity. So the gas station which is near me, the most closest to me, we are in the same line. So when I don't have electricity, they don't have too. So they are not selling. So you need just to get the right time and to go and to get your fuel. No lines, no problems right now, as it was craziness in summer. Kilometers lines, and as I told people, make lines from 5 a.m. So no difficulties to get, around $1.30 something per liter. Jason, Vita, have there been any new losses of infrastructure in Sumy? Do they bomb market areas? No, as I explained last time, they don't touch Sumy itself, but that matters, of course. That matters, of course. But they bomb absolutely everything around Sumy. So the Sumy is just a specific spot. I will tell you, we have some, maybe what saves us for now, I don't know, we have some gas pipe here, which they use to bring gas to Hungary, if I'm not mistaken. So probably that would prevent us, Sumy, specifically Sumy, from bombing. Before they did it, right now, no, they don't do it. But everything around Sumy, everything and all the region, they bomb day by day, 24/7. I can read you next time, if tomorrow, I can read you some statistics, Sumy region statistics. How many mines, how many bombs, how many rockets. Yesterday, by the way, they make massive rocket hits for Sumy region in another part, a little bit far from Sumy, but still Sumy area. And they did a lot of bad things there, a lot of demolishing. They ruined a lot. They keep killing people every day. Sumy region is borderline, absolutely borderline. My house 25 kilometers away from specifically borderline. So they don't touch Sumy for some specific reasons so far. But everything what is around Sumy, we hear hits every day. Hits, fidgeting, Kalashnikov. Yesterday also, by the way, almost half of the day, like they were catching someone, or they were chasing someone, or they were exchanging shoots with each other. I don't know, but every day we're hearing that. So losses of infrastructure. Last time, no, they didn't touch electrical infrastructure. But what they bomb in Sumy region, every day. They bomb hospitals, they bomb cemeteries, they're making graves flying all over there. People shocked. They bomb civilian houses, they bomb schools, they bombed mentally asylums for mentally insane people, for mentally sick people, sorry. They bomb farmers, gas stations, fields. So actually, absolutely civilian infrastructure, absolutely. So if I will find, let's say, the report for today, okay, Sumy today. So today we, Sumy Oblast, got a big shelling. So around 50 incoming hits, 50 incoming hits. That is very few, I can tell you. Normally, we can get 150, 200 a day. So what they did more, they have this quadrocopter, you know, this kind of drone, but quadrocopter. So they threw from this quadrocopter a special weapon specifically on the civilian private house, specifically explosive stuff. So because of this, what they did, started big fire. That was also 2 days ago. I told you, very close area, location to us was bombed, and was a very big fire. So 5 fire cars were driving like along the Sumy with we. So they were thrown to stop the fire. The fire was huge when they bombed hospital, as I told you, 2 or 3 days ago. So what they did more, also rocket hit C-300, you know, this rocket C-300 for the village. What they ruined, two-storied building, private building, 20 private houses, and also administrative buildings. Thanks God nobody died. That's just for today. So if I tell you what happened tomorrow, so every day I can give you these statistics every day. So normally we got not less than 100 incoming hits, shelling almost all the day from 3 sides. So yeah, that's the answer for your question, Jason. Vita, I drive a tractor trailer. Ooh, of course, the tank can be big. What? 15 euro per day. Oh my God. Oh, I can tell you. Let's talk about this. The people who bought generators here and who almost don't have electricity almost all day. So how much do you think they pay to have electricity in their apartments or houses? So every hour they need to use 1 liter of benzene, which is cost, let's say, 50 hryvnia. 50 hryvnia. So if you don't have around 16 or 20 hours a day electricity, so you can count what's the amount. Really expensive. It's around $200, $250, $300 per month. Can be if people really live in the area where electricity almost never appears, or if appears, so only for few very little hours. And of course, if people like to stay in comfort. I specifically didn't even think about buying generator. First of all, that's very expensive. I think and I hope we're gonna try and we're gonna manage without that. But at the same time, I understand that the amount which this generator will use day by day, how many benzene fuel you need, and you need to pay absolutely huge amount of money. So I think candles are okay. Candles and lanterns are okay for me. I can survive. Yes, so that's why, yeah, 15 euro per day for gas, a really big amount. So it's like around 450 per month. Yeah. At 18 degrees, it's 22 plus euro every day. Yeah, I understand. That's a huge amount. Huge. I'm sorry. But what rent here in the middle of the nowhere? Some of my friends called my location in the middle of nowhere, because no asphalt here, no infrastructure here, just woods, just summer houses, almost no neighbors, just river, wild forest. And the nearest bus stop, you need to walk like 15 minutes, something like more than 1 kilometer away from house. But that's fine. I don't find it like too far. But still, people inside the city, they used to walk like couple of minutes, and to have supermarkets, ATMs like every 100 meter, like drugstore. Here you cannot. In my location, no drugstore, no supermarkets, nothing. So you just need to go in the center to the city. But some local small markets, absolutely fine, can be when you need something urgently, milk or bread or something for kids. So that's not a problem. Yeah. So my place, also in the middle of nowhere, is about 640. So the 50 price for renting an apartment is really cheap. Yeah, I understand. In comparison with prices abroad in foreign countries, of course that's nothing. But don't forget, plus expenses. You need to pay for gas, for electricity, for water, for internet, for garbage not delivery, taken out. So many many expenses in two room apartment, guys. In 2-room apartment, monthly about house expenses that can cost around 50, 60, 70, 80, I guess something around that amount, $60, $70, $80 per month. including heating. In the summer, heating minus, so the price is much less. But yeah, you guys compare that it's cheap here, but don't forget how much people earn here. So if my mother-in-law, let's say, get like let's say 70 or $70 per month as a pension, so you can count how much she can if she paid for apartment. So what is left for food, for medication? And this is aged people. They need to go to doctors. They need to do sometimes like really extra medical observations, some tests, which are always should be paid. Not like ordinary blood test, but kind of ultrasound, some special blood tests like for cholesterol or whatever. So all these cost money. So then the retired people here needs to think to eat, to be cured, or to pay for gas, water, and expenses. So these three main basic human needs. So, and unfortunately, not everybody can afford and can be provided with this need. So people needs to save, to be in real economy or victimizing something. So if they have food, so okay, I will not pay this and maybe next month for apartment like gas and water. So yeah. Mhm. Mhm. Doni, привет from India. The weather is nice and warm and sunny here. Yeah, we are happy. We are happy for you. Say hello to guys in your area. Yeah, summer is nice. Here is very gloomy. We had absolutely, I told you a couple of days, we had full snow. Today was fully rain, very heavy rain. Everything got melted and it's muddy and gloomy. But that's better than frost when you don't have electricity. So thanks God. Thank God, that's fine. But people will never be happy completely, will never be satisfied, and always will have some not regrets but like complaints. So as for me, personally, I think, okay, when we don't have electricity, we need warm weather outside, of course. Then we are not freezing inside the house, right? We don't need to warm up so much, so it's better for us not to freeze. But the other side, if we don't have many hours of electricity and my freezer start to melt, then I can get the food which I store there, which I made reserves there. I can bring outside in the yard in a special boxes. And even if it's -2, -3, that will be absolutely fine. And that will be saved absolutely till spring. So whenever I need, I go take and use. But if it will be plus degrees, so you see how human psychology works. At the same time, I want warm weather because I hate cold. I hate being cold. But at another side, I'm waiting a little bit for frost because the more hours we have without electricity, the more melting products we have in the freezer. So that's you understand the main idea. Okay. So guys, we have with you around 10 minutes or maybe a little bit less. I want to let you know that after my stream at 11 a.m. Eastern, you're gonna visit Anna's stream. It will be live Q&A. So please, specifically after my stream, so I will finish maybe like 2 minutes, 3 minutes earlier, that you have chance to switch for Anna to ask her questions. Okay, so we have still time with you, and I'm ready to keep answering your questions. As for tomorrow, guys, tomorrow I gonna be later as it's scheduled. That will be 1 p.m. Eastern time. In Ukraine, that will be 8 p.m. For you guys, will be 1 p.m. Eastern time. So for those who are not in Europe, probably will be easier to see by Ukrainian time. Oh, Gregory, what? Sometimes living in the middle of nowhere is the best. Yes, I really like. I really enjoy, and I don't want civilization around me. That's really big problem with the bad roads, no asphalt roads. That's really big problem. But at the same time, I think if we have here like super awesome, super nice asphalt and flat and good smooth roads, so a lot of cars will be driving here. They're gonna drive here fast. So first of all, that will be dangerous for our kids who can walk absolutely safely right now. I mean, not being afraid of cars. And they're gonna spoil the air in our location. And we can burst with absolutely fresh air because we live near the river and near the forest. So I don't want civilization here. I don't want fast cars driving here. So I don't want asphalt roads. You understand? What? Yeah, Gregory Rivera. Income here is different from US. Average is like 35, 40K a year, middle income. Yes, living in the middle of nowhere is nice. Less crime and more peaceful and quiet. Absolutely. So instead of driving cars in the morning and these signals and all these sounds, what you can hear? Birds singing, 5 a.m., 6 a.m., perfect. And you can see the sun rise. So that's nice. Fresh air and birds singing, that's really cool. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. So on my electricity my electricity bill I normally less than $30. I have solar panels. Very good. The cost is for the connection fee to the electrical grid. Yes, solar panels also very good, but you need to be very careful with them. I mean, you need to get all the nuances before buying them. And solar panels actually really good in southern countries, guys, like Africa, like on equator, in a sunny, warm or hot countries when you can get access to sun almost always. So in this case, it's good. In a country like ours, so I think that's a very good idea to make it to make economy in the summer. But let's say one of my friend bought solar panels in August because he probably felt or knew what will be in winter. So he paid around $7,000 plus all these inventors and all these accumulators and all this. And of course, he lives in the comfort when all the rest of the city is suffering without electricity. So he has his comfort. But something went wrong right now, and he needs more like stabilizer or something because the inventor, because the currency, I guess, the currency, I guess, is too different. It's either too low or either too high. So something goes wrong and he needs like additional money. Plus these accumulators, they are just only for 5 years. And if you count, I am, pragmatic person. I like to count numbers. So even if we count how much he paid for service, for product, for installation, for delivery, and if we count, let's say $10,000. So I told you, let's say he paid $20, $30 per month for electricity, let's say. So for 1 year, that's $300. Around. But I hope even less. So you can count how many years, you understand, to get to the zero balance. Like to get back money by making economy when he spent for buying these solar panels. And by that time, probably, I don't know what brand he bought or something, everything can be happening. Accumulator need to be refreshed or needs to be bought new ones. Something can be spoiled, not working. So in Ukraine, I don't think that's really a good idea. If you are a rich person and you can afford without like real pain for your budget, then probably it's a good idea for summer. But in general, I don't think. But in South countries, yeah, I guess that's perfect. I guess that's perfect. Yeah. So, guys, as for your questions, Cadbury's is wonderful. Rodney, with a famous English chocolate is called Cadbury's. It's wonderful. I probably didn't try that, but I know that we have different types from all over countries, from France, from Belgium, from Germany. So no problems with that. Yeah. This chocolate, in triangle box. What's the name? They have white and brown and milk chocolate. 333 something, like really good. From what country it is? I don't remember. Anyway, I guess you understand what I mean. It's a very famous name of chocolate. Belgium chocolate, I guess. Gregory, I wonder if they sell Ukrainian chocolate here. I don't know right now. I don't think so, but I know where diasporas lives. So they have a lot of Ukrainian products, like a buckwheat, like oil, like products for which people really used to have here. And they still would prefer to buy something which they get used to instead of trying something new, because they know borscht should be with specific set of products. The sugar beet must be this red, the vinegar must be this sour, right? The garlic should be this strong, so etc. So people still try to find the same products in foreign countries if they move, or ladies, because they want to also to cook something for you, special, traditional, national Ukrainian, and of course, for that she need like products from Ukraine. So that's why I guess I know a lot of Ukrainian and Russian shops all over the world. So guys, I see we have still some questions and comments. I'm sorry, I have to go because I need to leave the space for Anne for live Q&A for her, that you have time to switch between us. Okay, guys, and what I want to mention also about donations. You remember, we need still your help. Monthly, we need around $2,000. Right now, we have donations for $328. So please, if that's affordable for some of you, if you have desire and wish to keep us alive for some period of time still, to help us grow, you're welcome. The donation link, as always, you can find in the description below under this video. So I want to say thank you for everybody who joined me today. I will be waiting for all of you tomorrow. I wish everyone happy, nice, warm, cozy, pleasant weekends, Saturday specifically. And let everything will be fine in your families, in your houses. Let everybody has food, enough money to pay for gas, for light, for everything. So I wish all the best to all of you. I'm very thankful for all kind words you said today and always you're telling me. So we're gonna meet tomorrow, 1 p.m. Eastern time. So don't forget to join Anna's live stream, live Q&A, and I really appreciate your being here with me today. Thanks for everything, guys. And we're gonna see each other tomorrow.
Hello, привет, and welcome to UkraineDating.tv. Our channel is the world's first of its kind, providing free live streaming every single day, 7 days a week with the real, genuine, beautiful Ukrainian ladies. Finally, now you have the opportunity to video chat live 7 days a week with different beautiful Ukrainian girls of all ages and walks of life. You get to ask all your deepest burning questions about all things Ukraine, Ukraine culture, Ukraine women, and Ukraine current events. And if you come to enough of our live streams, you might just discover what makes us mysterious women tick. Guys, I think you understand we're like David fighting Goliath here to bring you the truth once and for all. Our channel's purpose is to debunk the myth and stigma created by the toxic paper letter scam industry. And we hope you agree the best way to accomplish that is by giving you the opportunity to video chat with average Ukrainian girls that represent the real women of Ukraine. And then you be the judge about what's real and what's not. Guys, please know that we're doing this all for you. So do me a favor and subscribe to our new channel and help us help you, your fellow man, and help us bring Goliath to his knees. So guys, can I ask you to share this video with all your friends? Only together we can make a difference, guys.
Goodbye, guys. Have a nice weekend.